We're here with Sabino Renteria, who is running for Austin City Council District 3. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Please tell us why there's 12 people running for your race and a lot of choices, and you've been a neighborhood leader for a long time. Tell us what your vision is for the future, in particular the environment and how you could provide leadership.
Well, there's a couple goals that I'm really focusing on. It's affordability is one of them. Affordable housing. I served 13 years on the Community Development Commission, which we oversaw the federal funds that came in for affordable housing and small business loans. So that has been one of my biggest goals. But since the 60s, my parents did a lot of conservation. They recycled all kinds of cardboards, metals. So it taught me about, plus, it was a source of income for our people. So we did a lot of conservation back then. And then as we were growing up, we could see the pollution we had smokestack. Our area in East Austin was industrial. A lot of our land was zoned industrial, so there was a lot of pollution there. And we also had all the junkyards, the car lot. So, and as we're growing older and moving into down by the town lake next to the power plant, it was the air was just horrible.
So looking forward, what kind of leadership do you want to provide for your neighborhood and for the city?
Well, right now it's we're under
for your district, I should say.
Yeah, our district. Town Lake right now in Festival Beach, but it's the city had just completed a master plan. So what I want to see is the water circulation in those ponds, the intake and outtake for the power plant. There's some lagoons there that the water quality is very bad. Okay. So I want to see that cleaned up. And through that master plan that was created, we recommended to build it so that people can use it. And there are some organizations and groups that are afraid that because of the gentrification that's going on, that it's going to displace them, and they'll rather live with polluted water than having people come in. And so one of the first items I'm going to do is, as I go in, is convince the people there that it's for our sake too. It's our drinking water. Right. We need to make sure that the water gets clean and implement these type of programs that are going to be coming into our neighborhood. And we're also going to work to make sure that we build enough affordable housing so that they don't have to be displaced.
Okay, let's talk about building and land use planning and transportation. How do you see the way the city is evolving, and how you're going to represent your neighborhood and be a part of the big picture?
Well, I've been a big supporter of rail since the 80s, when I was invited to take a trip when they were creating Capital Metro to visit other cities that have rail system. And I went to, it was like a 5-city trip that we visit all their rail systems.
Are you supporting Prop 1?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
Yes, but I will not issue any bond money unless there's matching funds that are going to come in from the government.
What else do we need to be doing besides the Prop 1 if that passes? Or what else do we need to do if it doesn't pass it?
Well, I hope it does pass, but if not, we really need to look at our sidewalks and trails. I was very surprised to hear that, motorized, even electric motorized bikes are not allowed on the trail. And for people that are not very healthy, going up a hill on one of those trails is very difficult. Right. So it kind of discouraged people from using it. And especially when sidewalks, you can't use your wheelchair because the sidewalk ends, or it's only on one side of the street. So we really need to start looking at and using all the resources that we have so we can go ahead and complete these trails and sidewalks, because it's going to be very important. And I also want to see that the compact, a lot of people are afraid to have density. I'm not afraid to see density. I think if we're going to survive in this world, that we need to have density so that you can walk to the store, we can ride to the parks, we can ride to school, on a bicycle or walk,
Right.
instead of having to jump on a car,
Sure.
it just, and the traffic is so bad, it's really horrible.
Okay, some other big issues. Let's shift to energy. Where do you think we should be getting our energy or not getting our energy?
I think we should invest in solar system. I still kick myself for not taking advantage of the tax credits that the federal government were offering, but at that time I was really tight on money. Now, if we could create a program where there's an incentive for like zero interest loans, I'm sure that there's a lot of people in my district that would take advantage of solar system
Right.
because I've seen it work. I supported the Guadalupe neighborhood,
Right.
and they built some solar system with instant water.
It's an impressive project.
It just, I mean, they don't have to pay any electricity bills.
Right,
So,
right. What about the utility level? Talk about coal, nuclear, gas, Decker, Fayette, the STP.
Well, it's a very difficult situation that we're in because, we know that coal is contributing to the dirty air that we have. I've never had as bad of congestion that I'm having now because of 35, the traffic jam. We live, a lot of District 3 is in a bowl. I call it a bowl because if you look up on top from outside of Austin when you're coming in on the top hill, you'll
Right.
just see that haze, dark haze over our downtown area. And that is really, I mean, my kids, I can tell the difference when I go outside of town. My sinuses go away.
Really?
So the air is really horrible there, and that's why we really need to do something about 35, I-35, and get these cars moving through there because it's just like a parking lot, and it's getting worse and worse and worse.
All right. Well, there's so many topics to
Yeah.
cover, but thank you for being here and letting us interview you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.